Okay, here we have our Revit model. Now we're going to go to our Boracity plugin. Remember, if you don't have it installed, I'll leave the link below in the video description. Now I select Textures, and this window opens with all the Boracity textures. But to make things easier, let's find one. So we type Tile. Select this texture, Apply, and it will ask us if we want to select it by property, by element, or by face. I'll choose Property. Now I select the element with a click, then the layers of that element, and apply. As you can see, the texture was applied correctly to the top layer. But now we need to create the pattern of that texture, and for that, we go to level 1. And look at this. If I place an annotative line here on a scale of 1 to 5, you'll notice something that other people overlook. The texture should actually measure 300 millimeters, but it doesn't. It measures less, so the scale would be incorrect. So to correct this, we'd go to edit the texture, but that wouldn't be very accurate. That's why Boracity has the Real Scale tool. So we go to Pattern, click on Reference Line, zoom in, and place our line, which in this case should measure 300 millimeters. Then we apply it, and that's it. Now look at this. Isn't it amazing? The scale matches the actual measurement in just a few seconds. Now that the scale is accurate, we can draw our pattern on top. So let's move on to step number 2. We click here. It asks us to select the Boracity line, and we create the outline of our pattern, which in this case will be the small part. We click Next, and now it asks us to create the internal pattern. Then, using the dimensions, we simply enter the actual measurements, which in this case are 300 millimeters by 300 millimeters. Next, we'll give it a 5 millimeter spacing on each side, since this, added to the other side, would give us 10 millimeters. So 5 millimeters is the correct spacing for this repeating pattern. Once we finish, we click Next. Now it asks us to select the internal lines of the pattern, and once selected, we click Finish. Now it asks us to select the first end and then the second end, and that's it. We click Done. Now comes the most spectacular part. If we select hidden lines, look what happens. Now we have our pattern perfectly created. It has the perfect repetition, spacing, and measurements that it should have in real life. This is very useful for creating interior details. Now we just align the ends of the pattern with the wall, and we'll have something really cool. Let's align the pattern with the scaled texture. So we switch to Texture View, and since it's not aligned, we'll use the buttons here to move it so it fits perfectly with our pattern. And that's it. Now we have a professional project in seconds. We can even change the colors, modify the pattern, adjust settings, all with the Boracity plugin. Now, tell me what you think in the comments.